command and modifying windows. So kind of in the design development stage, working on taking the windows around the building. This window needs to be adjusted a little bit. I'm going to double click to go into the group. The way these are set up graphically, this dotted line, this red dotted line, is representative of the size of the window. So you can see it's 2'6" by 5 foot, and that is right now it needs to be 2 foot by 5 foot. So I'm gonna modify by stretching. One thing to note is the way these windows are set up. There's two lines. There's a 3/16 point line representing the window sash, and then there's also this black line, which is the window poche fill. In some situations, I end up going back and turning off the window poche class later, and it's really important that there's still a 3/16 point. So when you turn it back on, there is if you turn the window poche off, the other line should still be intact. So right now, once I went inside the primary group, everything else is ungrouped, so I should be able to stretch. So I need to take this and make the whole thing 6 inches narrower. So since we have the center muntin, I'm going to take 3 inches off of each side. I'm going to take 3 inches off of each side. So I'm going to hold Option and Shift, left click, and make a selection through half on this side. Once that's been selected, I'm going to go to this Reshape tool, left click, and then I'm going to click and hold, and create, I think it's called a fence. I'm going to select this area, and once that's selected, it turns red. I'm going to left click and just sort of pull to the left, and then I'm going to hit Tab, and 3 inches, it goes into that command, and then I'll hit Enter, and it stretches 3 inches. Now I'm going to just kind of click out of it and do the same thing to the other side. Select the whole thing, hit the Reshape tool, and do a fence line, and grab the whole thing and drag it over and hit Tab, 3 inches, Enter, and then release. And there, once I kind of click out of it, if I go check the red line, now it's at 2 feet wide by 5 foot tall. So I have adjusted that. If I hit Enter the group, that has now been modified.